Hey guys, new environment, different setting. It's going to be an interesting stream, I think. I'm trying to do this from a completely different location. I'm all over the place, guys. Every time I stream, I'm somewhere new. So, um, yeah, we'll see how we go here. We'll see if the internet's good enough. We'll see if the background doesn't confuse everybody with all the vibrant colors. And we'll see how much progress we make with the next stream. But yeah, cool that we're going online. I think the plan today is, hey, yo, Voodoo, how you doing? I'm seeing that there's a message on Discord. I'm sorry I haven't had a chance to respond to that yet, but thank you for jumping in, man. Thank you for coming online and hanging out. We're gonna try and make some progress on the swear jar today. That's the plan. Um, I think, yeah. I'm gonna I don't know. Maybe we'll talk about it a bit. We'll come up with some ideas about what to do, and yeah, I got some ideas. I got some ideas. I think right. We have we made some good progress with like the cool visuals, the counter now. The next thing we might do is like have the swear word, like pop up and come out at you, so that you can see the swear word and make that a configurable thing, so that if people want to switch that on, they can do that. And then the other thing we might maybe do is, let's see, the other thing that we can maybe do, I don't know, we can set that as a goal. I don't want to stream too long. I think like Fasffy, I got sick while off in off on the Gold Coast, and I'm still doing that. And I got early meetings tomorrow, so I can't go super late. But I reckon I can stay up and do a few things. So that's currently the plan. And let's start with that. Hey, let's start with the to-do list and see if I can update that, get that, get what we're aiming to do, because we currently have no in-progress tasks listed. But yeah, should be fun. It's been a little while. I've kind of missed doing streams. It's not been that long, but it feels like a long time when you make it a regular thing, right? So that's pretty cool. How have you been, Goldie? It's been yeah, I'm doing pretty good, man. I'm doing pretty good. How are you doing though, dude? I think it's just you and me right now, so let's catch up. Hey. Okay, hold up. We're going to go heads up display. Yes. And then we'll get our to-do list. And I'll get rid of the projects that aren't necessary. You've had a tough week? Oh, dude, I hope everything's all right. Um, is everything all right in your life? You and your loved ones well and good? I understand if you don't want to get into it, but sorry to hear you've had a tough week, man. It gets like that, man. I went through some I went through some stuff. It was a lot. Last year was probably the hardest. Well, no, not probably. Easily the hardest year of my life that year. So sorry to hear that yours was hard. And oh my God, that's enough talking about sad things, because it looks like Fast has gone and dropped that raid. I think my timing coming online was perfect. Holy crap! What was Fast doing? How's Fast going? Should I don't know. Who is she with? Is she free? Should I call her? Should I harass her and see what see how she's doing, see how she's feeling, if she's feeling any better? I'm a little too quiet. Okay, hold up. We we can crank it a little. That's about as far as I think I can crank it. Fast, is that a bit better? The only other option is to move the mic closer, but it's like limited options. Did nothing. Crap. I don't know if it's the right mic. There's only one mic plugged in, Fast. So this is the mic that we have. It may not be the mic that you all deserve, but it's the mic that we have. Um, we're not in the best situation in terms of streaming location, so apologies. Math can hear me clearly, so that's good. That's a good thing. I don't know how long the stream will go, so you guys may not need to suffer through that for too long. But yeah, yeah. Okay, so last time I think we did the handwritten font. This time we're going to probably try and do animated swear words appearing optionally, so that people don't need to see it. Okay, so lots of people are saying they can hear me. I bet Fass is just like, guys, you don't know how much time and effort she puts into getting like the quality of her stream really high. I'm just a newbie. I'm just starting out doing this, so for me, I'm gonna let myself go. I'm gonna go a bit easy on myself, and it doesn't have to be the best quality. As long as you guys can hear it okay, that's enough for me. I might be able to like fiddle with the noise gates though, if you want, Fass. But I also don't want to like do that while everybody's trying to, trying to follow along. Yeah, we appreciate her for the hard work that she does. She puts so much hard work into it, guys. It's like you wouldn't believe how hard she works to make that stream awesome. When she's not there with you guys actually doing the stream, she's thinking about the stream all the time. It's it's hard work being as good as Fasffy is, like she's having meetings to improve things, she's planning new things for the future, she's always thinking about it. Yeah, I'm in Queensland right now, Math. Where I'm still there from that birthday party. My stepdad had a 70th, and me and Fast flew down to attend the party. But yeah, I'm still there now. I still have some business meetings and things I want to follow up with, but um, it's fine. Leave it, man. Okay, Retro. I'll stick with it. How you doing though, Fast? Are you still in the? Shall I get you on Discord if you're still around? Should we have a quick call? Say hi, maybe. I hear you were playing with Jason. No, Isaac. Time for beddage. All right, all right. We won't bother you then. We won't bother you with hellos and all that business. Um, yeah. All right. Good night. Sleep really well. Sleep really well, Fass. Does that mean Jason might be here as part of the raid? Where you at, Jason? You in the chat? Be good to say hi, man. I haven't seen you in too long. I think Fast wanted to spend some time with you while here, but she also didn't want to get you sick because, you know, being sick sucks, and we wouldn't want to do that to you. We would not want to do that to you. All right, hold up. Stream tools. I'm just booting my projects up and everything, guys. And you hung out for a few hours in Briz. Nice, nice. That is good. Oh, Retro, is that Jason? Is that you, Jason? Are you Retro Addiction? Is that what it says? Retrodiction? Retrodiction? Like contradiction? But alright, I didn't know. I had no idea. Fast has been telling me that there's some tools that we can use to put nicknames on people and stuff like that. I'd love to get that working so that I can like, but I'll remember. I'll remember you. We only used to go live together, but thanks for noticing. I have to be honest, man. I'm just always so busy. I didn't get the chance to tune into Fastest stuff that often. I should have really done it way more. But sometimes I would. That's your nickname? What's your nickname? Stray, you're just Stray. I started saying Stray Citizen for a while, but you just like we're on a first name basis now. It's just Stray now. Um, but yeah, okay. Let's see where we were at. Let's get everything. Let's run it all and see where it's where the project's sitting. It's going to be a little more challenging to fit everything in one screen, but I think we can do it. I think we can do it. Hold on, might even turn my to-do list on since there's a big gap up the top. Hey, look at that. We've just had a sub. Thank you, Saberman, for gifting the 1 month sub to Jason. Jason, you no ads for you, man. Congrats. That's and thank you so much for the gift, Saberman. That's really good. Yeah, and I see Jason's thanking you there too. That's really awesome of you, man. But yeah, what are you up to, Jason? You're gonna hang around and see the coding stream? Do you want to see what I've been making for Fast so far? It's pretty freaking cool. I feel like you're gonna like it. Let me just run it quickly, and you'll see. Then we're going to. I'll run it on my stream for now. And yeah, we'll take it from there. So, okay, hold on. First, let's just neaten this up a little. Let's get rid of our to-do list because I wanna make this experience nice for you guys, and I feel like as it is, it's a little, yeah, that's probably the best place for my face. And then I can do this, because you all don't want to see the top right really, nothing interesting happens there. And I'll give this thing a run, and you can have a look at how it works. So, where are we at? Okay, yeah, so if I head over to base code, what you're going to see is, if it finally connects, things are going to get set up and running in the background. It'll compile these shaders, get all this Vulkan stuff going, and then it's going to go straight into, after that, if it can just finish, it'll go straight on to connecting to my stream because I put it in the URL. You can see it goes starting voice to text for base code. It'll like figure out the token and everything that's needed to like connect and communicate with Twitch, and then it starts listening to the actual text which has been described, and then we get this swear jar, and then we're at the upbeat music. So it thinks there's upbeat music because it's like connecting to the channel still, and very soon it's going to start feeding through my text, and you'll be able to see what I'm saying. There we go. And so now here's the key thing, Jason. If Fass says things like fuck, shit, bastard, cunt, there's the time that it takes to go to the server and then process and then send a message back. And right about now, there you go. Yeah. Then yeah, this happens, and we should be getting some sound, but I haven't quite. The audio settings have all changed. It should have caught 3, but it only got 2. But that's essentially what it does, Jason. It's yeah. And so then the other thing you can do with this is if I close that, I'm just going to add it as a stream overlay so you can see what this looks like. So any streamer can do this then. So we're going to let's see, a browser source. Yeah, we're going to add a browser source. Test swear jar. Sorry, you guys can't see this happening off screen, but trust me, it's riveting. And there we go. There we've got this little, yeah, we've got this little thing going, and I can now say like, shit, bastard, fuck. Mostly shit. People say a lot of shit. And then what we're going to see is like, it'll come up once, boom. And you guys will also be able to hear the swear jar now because it's a stream element. And it's processing twice because the last thread is still running and I have to do some like proper cleanup of this stuff. But yeah, there you go. That's the swear jar. I think that this transcriber, we thought we were Spanish for a second. No, we're not. Though we could, in theory, translate this from one language to another. That would be a really cool thing that we could do with this. And what do the coins then become? Can you attach a value to them or donate to a real-life charity or something? I absolutely want to do that, Jason. Yeah, I think that'll be a really cool way to kind of like play this thing and make it work like that. I think that's a really cool idea. I mean, Stray, you're not wrong. I am actually at the family home right now. The painting in the background, somebody asked about this earlier. This is actually a painting my mum did. And so I'm sitting in her art room with a bunch of paintings around me. And there's one big one that she's done, like she's doing up on the wall. So it's huge, actually. I'll try and like move the camera angle a little so you can see the scale of the painting. It's a big ass painting that she made that's just kind of sitting behind me. But yeah, you think the coin drop noise is nice, Jason? That's yeah, it's a new painting too. She's been working through it. Yeah, she's very talented. She's gone for like a kind of theme with like, I don't know, coral theme. But yeah, so what's missing from this thing right now? If you have any suggestions, Jason, I'd love to hear them. But I think what's missing is like optionally, I think when you say something like, say I say shit, if it's actually running and it goes off, I want to understand what I said wrong. So it'll go about now and it'll go twice because it's processing twice for some stupid reason. There we go. So it went off, but I don't. If I'm not thinking about it, I want to know what I said wrong, right? And so it needs some kind of like it needs some kind of list that shows us what we said, and it also potentially needs like I don't know. It needs something to connect the swear word to uh, yeah to the event. So I'm thinking maybe some like text coming up on screen was one suggestion. Does anybody have any other suggestions for how we can handle this? Like it could be just like a shopping list of swear words. On-screen feedback to see what I said. Yeah, you're 100% right, Goldie. It's math. You've got a question. Do the coins track for one stream or for a stream for a week? Or do you give that amount to charity at the end of the week rather than doing it daily? All of this math, I think I'd like to build it in to be configurable. At the moment, it's per stream. So when you set it up and just like go, then it just like runs. And it would be really cool to have it do this like across, keep track of how many swear words a person said over time, keep track how many happen per session, that type of thing. This is a different concept, but maybe a graph showing the stats for the daily/all time so you can see how often certain swear words were said. Yeah, that's a really cool idea, Jason. I think what we can potentially do for that is have a different like leaderboard style thing where on that leaderboard, it has all the different streamers that have used it, how many times they've sworn. I really want to keep the UI simple for this. And so maybe just for this one, it will be best to keep it like keep it relatively minimal on screen because keep in mind like real estate on a stream is a valuable thing. And yeah, math, we would need a database to keep track of it, and we'd go down that whole rabbit hole of setting that stuff up if it was something that worked and it turns out people wanted it. I think right at this point it's pretty close. We could just like we could put this running on Fasffy stream so that next time she says shit, it'll catch her and like pull her up on it and put the thing in. But there's a few little bugs to be fixed, and I do want that little bit of feedback, like Goldie said. A speech bubble, that's a good idea. Yeah, I quite like that. How would that look though? Would that speech bubble be like to the side? Or yeah, that's a good idea. Different colors coins represent different words. Yeah, that's a nice idea too, Jason. We also potentially wanted to put like the swear words on the coins or something like that. When the coin hits, it says the swear word, but in a cutesy voice. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's a really cool idea. Hey, welcome, Hantak. How you doing? Good to see you, man. A speech bubble at the top of the swear jar. Yeah, you're probably right, Matt. That's not a bad idea. The speech bubble could be the way to go. What does everybody else think? Anybody else got ideas for how we can do this? Because that's what we'll be working on. I got to figure out like what to do with this to get because right now it's got a little animation and stuff. So here I go. This is the one thing I hate about this concept is I have to swear a lot. So I'll say shit, and we can see the coin drops in and everything, but we need something to like connect. There we go. All right, so that they fall in, but I don't know. Maybe the word should come up and then like fade away after a while. What about that? With a yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. We'll put a speech bubble with the last swear word, or maybe one for each swear word that's said. Maybe they can like overlap. I don't know. I think we need some design here. That'll be interesting. Hantak, you did a HR interview today for like applying for a job? Good luck if you did. For debug purposes, add a non-swear word to trigger. Yeah, definitely, Jason. Here, we've also we've got this, so I'll get rid of our test thing. We do have some test environment stuff that helps us check this thing out. Hey, what's this? Did I just hear? Hey, and you follow. Thank you, Sodium, for the follow. I really appreciate that. We're Yeah, the followers are steadily growing on this channel. I really appreciate you guys all following as you come through. I'm guessing, Sodium, you might have just been in Fasffy's stream. If so, welcome to this one. Very different content, but you know, I think we have a good time anyway. And ultimately, like what we're doing here will improve Fasffy's stream, and any other streamer who wants to use it will be able to use this as well, which I think is a pretty cool thing about what we're doing here. But so yeah, hopefully this takes off and it goes to lots of places, and from there we'll be able to, you know, you'll see how it all happens. So here's the jar tester, and this allows us to like trigger different things like increase the coin count, decrease the coin count, see how that functions. I think maybe this is a good place to start. Let's create a button that simulates an event. How about that? And then from there we can like, you know, make a fake swear word. Sodium, we're working on our AI swear jar. We're going to have a short stream because I've got to work early tomorrow and I got a bit of a cold, but we're going to stick with it. And we're gonna try and add one more feature, and the feature we're working on right now is getting the words on screen so that people can see what they've said when they get caught up for swearing. And yeah, Mum's paintings in the background. That's what we're in a new place. We're in the Gold Coast at the moment in Queensland. And no, Mum doesn't live in the Netherlands. Also, we've got to draw a slot at the top of the jar at some point. Yeah, fair. That's pretty easy to do. We could do that really quick. At the same time, notice this, Jason, when I swear, if I say like, oh, sorry, I don't even need to swear anymore. The jars kind of just like appear in, sorry, the coins just appear in the jar at the moment, which, you know, it does the job. It does the job. Yeah, I've got a cold too. We both caught it, Goldie. It's unfortunate because, yeah, it makes it much harder to stream and talk for a while when you've got like congestion and a sore throat. But that's where we're at. But yeah. Okay, so let's start with, so let's go find where decrease coins. Here's our buttons. And those buttons are calling these handle methods that increase the number of coins and decrease the number of coins, and that feeds through here. So let's see, in the jar, well, how's this actually working? Let's go find other uses of the jar. I need to refresh my thinking about how the hell this thing works. Okay, audio source player. You know what? I think actually the swear word should be a separate thing from the jar. So let's see, let's make a new thing that sits here as well. And it will be like, how do we feel about the speech bubble? Hey, Vegas, welcome to the chat, man. Good to see you, dude. It's, you're always here at the very start of the stream. It's rare that you come in like, you know, what are we, like 10 minutes in? So welcome, man. Welcome. Wouldn't be a stream without you. You never miss one. So great to have you along, dude. And Night Streamer in here too, but I think you might have said something earlier, right, Night Streamer? Or is this the first time you're saying hi? Anyway, hi. How you doing? Good to see you. And Lucario, man, everyone's here. It's just all the regulars all showing up. That makes this experience so satisfying, guys. To like, you know, to come and like start to get to know everybody here. Sodium, I'm using Whisper for the audio to text. Yeah, it's OpenAI's voice model, and you know you can self-host it. So I thought that was pretty cool. And I tried a bunch of other ones. I used Vorsk as well, which seemed to be another like pretty bleeding edge one. And so yeah, I just settled on Whisper. It seemed to have the best performance, and I have a bit of an algorithm that alternates between like two audio streams to like blend to get it as close to real time as I could. But anyway, yeah. We probably licked the same toad. Well, you wouldn't be wrong in Queensland. There's enough of those around. To be honest, you've been here since I started, but work, so you haven't been able to message yet. Well, dude, I'm glad the work is calming down a little bit, and you can now tune in and like say hi. That's awesome, man. Okay, so let's go with just some text on screen first, and then we can figure out. So what should we call it? Maybe like swear word alert. Swear word alert seems like as good a name as any for now. So let's make that. We'll put it in the same folder as the jar, which is a really nice, like a really cool thing to do, by the way. Like I always do this. If you guys are ever coding, it's really handy to like keep your project orderly, to be like, okay, what is this thing like? Go to that thing, and then you have this really cool button in Writer where it just, you can't see it right there, but on Writer you can do this like little target thing that will find your file in the solution, and from there you can just like add your new thing in the same location. But yeah, so swear word alert, and now we have a new thing in a sensible location without me having to dig through the project to think where I needed to put it. So let's see. So let's rerun that. And in fact, I think if we're working right now on just like presentation stuff, it should be okay for us to like watch run. And then if we make changes, then I'll expect to see things like happen in real time. Well, not exactly real time, but they'll rebuild and re-render without me needing to do a lot of work to keep things up to date. All right. How do I feel about this speech bubble? Ooh. Yeah, that's interesting. I like the vibe. The vibe's not bad, Goldie. I like its style as well. Yeah, for sure. The interesting thing with this will be we're not going to know, it's not gonna be predictable, the length of the text, which will be one of the challenges associated with this, right? Because some swear words, especially if we go have a look at our profanity list, where was it? Did I put it? Yeah. This needs to be organized. They're actually not that long, are they? There's some that are like concatenations of multiple words, but remember, people will be able to put their own lists in eventually too. So this is just like a preset list, but eventually people are going to be able to put their own words in. And so we're going to need to, I imagine, use HTML in order to scale the element so that its width and height, well, at least its width is dynamic so that it fits the text that we give it. And so I like the round shape of this, but I think we're going to have to modify a little bit for it to be wide so that it has like I think the shape we're going to need is more something like, more like that kind of speech bubble, probably, with like that maybe. And then if we have some really long text that goes like here, then instead it'll have the same like that kind of, it needs to scale that way. But I like the look of it. We can probably use something like that, I'd say. I don't know if... Another thing we can do is like, we could feed the text across screen, like as they're saying them, and then highlight the thing that they said which was bad in red. That would be another way that we could do it. Or we could just like have it come up, like do an animation so that it like twists and grows towards screen, like over the swear jar. Might be another way that we can do that. But yeah, I'm not sure. Lots of ideas there. I think the starting point, maybe I'm overcomplicating it for now. The first thing to do might just be to see this on screen. So let's go, I mean, here we've got the actual one. We probably don't want it there yet. Let's go move that into our tester. So where was it? Jar tester. Increase and decrease coins. We've got our coins there. I think we need something also to like make sure that this always renders over that element, which will be interesting. But yeah, there's our alert. I mean, we need a way to, I mean, either we trust the other page to lay them out properly, which is like a sensible way to deal with it. I think we've got this like swear jar page where like audio clip, for instance, this doesn't render any visuals, so this doesn't matter. But we do need something that ensures that this text, or maybe we don't need to deal with that yet. Maybe we'll just deal with the positioning of it separately and first just get it working. I mean, we've got our alert. The alert is going to have to use the same kind of events as the swear jar itself. So the jar, it has this interactive mode, right? Interactive mode. We've got our number of coins. We've got the bull, whether we show the count. I wonder if we should incorporate this into the jar or have it as a separate element. I'm still second guessing that decision. Probably still, I think it's the right idea to, I mean, let's have a look where this appears. This appears in the swear jar here. Yep. And that makes sense because we're dealing with this service. So because we're dealing with the service, this also has an event, right? Okay. So this should take in a swear word, right? I think that's something we know for sure. So let's start there. Okay. So this has our swear word. It's not a swear word, but this should be enough. And then from there, instead of this, let's actually, I'm starting to like the convention of putting code down the bottom. I used to have like my properties at the top and then any like methods down the bottom because it conforms more to what you'd expect to see in a C# file. But I'm starting to like just putting code all down the bottom. So let's stick with that for now. I think it's the recommended convention anyway. Okay, so there's testing. And then we'll probably do some animation to make testing like go on and off. But let's see. I think we also need to do some testing around whether swear jar functions right as well. Because it could be the case that if we inject this and we respond to an event in the swear jar service, so on swear word reported, this will be the thing that we feed into the UI. But it could be the case that they say like 3 or 4 swear words in the same sentence, right? So what we might want to do is like add them to a list of things to render. I mean, we got to think about this, right, guys? We can't just go ahead into making this. If we feed the value of the I mean, let's just for now render every swear word that was spoken. I think the next logical step from there would be if we render everything that was spoken, then we can add animation to that after the fact. Or, it's an interesting question about like how to deal with doing this. So if I imagine like testing comes up here and then fades out, maybe we need to do that for, maybe it needs to be like JavaScript, or maybe we need to time the thing out. We need to make it appear and then destroy it after a certain amount of time. That might be the way to handle it, guys. I think that's it. So each thing is gonna animate on its own. So we'll have some CSS here that causes it to like appear and then fade out. And then in the parent container, I think we almost need to just like have something that starts a routine that when it appears, it automatically gets destroyed after a period of time. Potentially that needs to be within this. And so then the swear word alert is going to have swear word dialogues or swear word labels, and then it should manage creating and destroying them. Will that be the way to do it? Yeah, I think that's the way to do it. And that means this event, which we kept up here, either we like have this event at a high level and then propagate down, or it could be like this. So swear jar sits up here. Let's see, sorry. There we go. Hello? So there could be swear jar at the high level, which also has the audio player in the jar. And then it raises events. And then for each event, we render something. And then we also destroy them. But then we're starting to put a whole bunch of logic into this. I mean, maybe that's the way to do it, though. There's already a bunch of logic around this. On swear jar changed. State has changed. There's some design that I really actually think is important to think through here. So I'm sorry that I'm not rushing into doing the actual coding, guys, but maybe it gives you guys an idea of like the thought process associated with this stuff. Can I do you a quick favor and go into Stream Elements and change the title from Supermod to JustMod? When I did an impromptu talk the other day, you couldn't change the title of the stream. Yeah, Goldie, definitely, I can do that. Though maybe I'm just trying to like, what I'll do first, Goldie, is I'm just going to finish my thought process. I'm just going to finish implementing this thing, and then I'll circle back to that. If you can remind me towards the end of the stream, that'd be really handy. I'll come back and look at that then. But for now, okay. So now we've got this parameter. If this thing fades out, then I think maybe I do want to make this a little bit more contained. Okay, so that's what we're doing. So much thinking. Oh, dude. I mean, do you want to see the like what this looks like with vibe coding, Jason? Because we could do that. We could watch it butcher the code. We've got all of our code checked in already. We can have a look at what the AI wants to do and then let it have a shot, and then I can pick it apart and tell you why it's gross, why I wouldn't do it that way. But you sometimes learn a lot. You get a lot of good ideas from doing it. Okay, hold on. Stream tools. Yeah, okay, so we do actually have our code checked in for the most part, which is good. So I could let AI have a shot at doing this. I don't know if you've seen much of that yet, Jason, but it's pretty fascinating. Okay. You've seen Terminator, you know how it ends. Are we going to connect this with a Twitch channel? It's a good question, Sodium. It's actually really, 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 really easy to do that. So right now you can see this has /jar tester. What you can do is like /base code. If you do that, now it's connected to a Twitch channel. That's all that it needs to do. And in the background, you can see it spinning up and doing all of the initialization. And I wanted to make it like as easy as possible for any streamer to do this. So that's all you have to do. You have to put in the streamer name at the end of the URL, and then it will set up and connect. And then there we go. And now shit, it's connected. And the other thing there is like the delay. One thing I could do, and Fasffy's been saying this, is there's the word shit and OneCoin, is I could like connect it to a microphone here and get permissions so that the streamer doesn't need to wait on the delay integrating with Twitch. But yeah, that's how you connect it to a Twitch channel. You just put the name in. We can experiment with a different Twitch channel if you want to see this work on someone else, but that's basically it. You just put the name in and then it just works. Okay, so that speech bubble, all that thought process there. So my thought process is I might put the swear jar in the alert itself, which means I probably need to go with render mode interactive server again for this element. I don't know a lot about this. I need to learn more about this, but I guess trying it out is one way to do it. And then let's see, we already have that. I mean, what were we just doing in our dispose? Yeah, if we subscribe, then we have to unsubscribe, but I think we are going to subscribe. Swear word reported on after render, we'll do that as well. So a lot of boilerplate comes with this just by making the choice to like not connect to the service from one place. And I feel like the other advantage to doing this might be outweighed by the fact that we're doing our subscribes and unsubscribes twice. Like I don't think we ever need to make this work independently. So now I'm second guessing whether I introduce all this. No, I've talked myself out of it. Okay, so that means swear jar is going to, so this swear word, we can finally do something with it, right? Let's add it to a list. And then for each thing in the list, we'll draw a swear word. That's, I think, step one. So yeah, private list of strings, swear words, and then in here we're going to just swear words or add swear word. Then for each swear word in the list of swear words, we're going to draw, if I could spell, is swear word one word or two words? Should it be like that? Is it a swear word or swear word? As one word. I don't know. Let's leave it like that. And now swear word alert, and then we're going to make the swear word equal the swear word. And that should be enough to start drawing a list of the swear words that we've said on screen. So let's just give that another rerun. And we can get rid of this because I didn't get far in that thought process. I kind of thought it through, not visually. And then we'll use this here. Base code. Hello. Ooh. Oh yeah, of course, I didn't initialize my list. That was stupid, wasn't it? This needs to be a new. Let's go again. Does this think it ought to be read-only? Yes, it does, but we're, I guess, yeah, it could be. It could be. Okay. And let's let it warm up. This warming up is annoying. This will be one nice thing about using a microphone. It'll be like instantly ready to go. Okay, nearly. And shit. There we go. Blank audio. There. Shit, but I'm not seeing the word shit on the screen, am I? Which is bad because I should have added it to this list. I mean, honestly, do we need to call state has changed? Oh, there it is. But there's 3 and I'm only reading 2. Why are there only 2? There are 3 reported swear words. Interesting. Bugger. That should have worked. I wonder why it ignored the first one. Oh, I didn't say bagger. That's fucked. Good morning, Scrug. Good to see you. Oh, these are Beats headphones. They're the only ones I happen to have around. Did I say shit again? I guess I did. I should be saying something like fuck to add some variety, because that's the spice of life. All right. So we've got the text appearing now. I think the thing to do now would be to time this text out. So let's add a new method. And I think async task could be a smart move here as well. Async task. display swear word alert and feed through the swear word. Okay, that can go there. And then we also need to invoke async, another method that, yeah, that will add it. And then we'll need something to remove it after some time. So I think that'll actually work quite nicely, because that way, I mean, add and remove. Maybe we need to like push and pop it, like make it a queue, so that, yeah, if we do this with a queue, not a list, then when we remove it, it will be, yeah. If we make this a queue, what's happening here, and I'll explain why. That means like with a list, all your elements just wind up like, you know, you get things like that. And if we add something, it's going to get added. I mean, let's see, where does it go? A new thing just winds up like the order isn't really considered or important when it's a list, but when it's a queue, a new thing goes like on the end of it, and then if we dequeue it, what'll happen is like this one on the end gets deleted, and that's important for us, because if we get rid of that thing on the end, then if it's going through this list here and rendering them all, by getting rid of the thing on the end, we're going to wind up like unrendering it. That's my theory right now anyway. So so if we enqueue this and then we do some kind of delay, so let's say for 1 second, and then we dequeue it. Why is it? That enqueues it. Oh, let's see. I mean, if you guys understand like reference types and value types, I think string is a value type or is a reference type. Using a simple list here might not be the best thing to do. I mean, after a second, if we dequeue it, we're not necessarily guaranteeing that we dequeue the right thing, but it might just work. Let's just try this. Let's just try for a start. And then, so we need to invoke this async and then pass that swear word through. Oh, is that gonna work? So what's it not liking? Probably we need to do that. Yeah, call it as an action. That might have some issues, but let's just run it for a start and see what happens. Is it just me, or is it not displaying the most recent one? Yeah. I think you're right there, Scrug. It was missing the first one for some reason, and I'm not sure exactly why, but we'll find out. Okay. Shit. Fuck. Shit. Fuck. Did I do that too soon? I may have done. That may have been a little bit too soon. It's not yet tuned in. But we got blank audio. That's good. Do we have text soon? Yes. Okay. Shit, fuck, shit, fuck. So let's see. If these show up and then disappear after a second, we're looking good. Does it disappear? It does not. Interestingly, there's only one. Fuck, shit, fuck, shit. Because this should be showing, like, these numbers should match. There's something else going wrong there. All right, it caught all of those, but why is it not rendering them? Okay. Time span delay. Wait 1 second and then do Q. Let's go back to a list. This clinical swearing is weirding me out. I don't swear much, Jason. You know me. It's hard for me to do that, dude. It just feels so awkward. Like I'm such a not sweary person that you know, that this whole thing feels weird, and of course it's going to come off as clinical. Hey, Fizz, welcome, dude. Good to have you along for the stream. I'm sorry you've come in at a bad time. I'm all sniffly and congested, and I'm not thinking straight, and the bit rate's probably low, and it's all going to hell, but I'm glad to have you here anyway. Who isn't swearing enough? Probably me. I'm definitely not swearing enough. It's, yeah. It's a stream, no less. Yep. No, I really appreciate you guys being here. Hey, I wish I had some freaking tissues, though, because I'm quite nasally, and a good nose blow would probably clear up a lot of this. Seb is 1,000 swears from his quota. Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's a hard job. It's a hard job. All right, it's processing twice for some stupid reason, because I haven't killed the last thread. When the page closes, it doesn't disconnect yet. So this is going to happen twice, but fuck. If you go tune into my stream, Jason, you'll see like somebody clipped, I think it was Night Streamer, clipped me doing this like swearing dance. Hey, did you see it appeared and then it disappeared? I think maybe I just need to state has changed this. That might be enough. See if it re-renders. Probably need to rerun it. Yep. No handkerchief? Yeah. Bilbo would be disgusted with you. He would, both because I'm full of germs and because I didn't have a handkerchief. For 2 reasons he'd be disgusted, Jason. For 2 reasons. Lucario, you're working? Tempted to stream later, but not sure? Man, if anybody missed it, Lucario just like... We let it run for like 20 minutes and he got up to 60 swear words. It caught a lot of them. It didn't catch all of them, but oh man, was he a good test subject. Very good. Very good test subject indeed. Let's see. Okay. Are we? Yes. We're ready. Fuck, shit, fuck. And let's see. Yep. Fuck, shit, fuck. And they're disappearing. So state has changed was what was missing. Let's make them like 10 seconds and then we can focus on some animations. Because yeah, once we have that, and I also, let's get to this username business gone. That's not helping us. Not helping us right now. Though it is a useful thing to have, I don't want it cluttering up our UI at this particular moment. So where are we? Swear jar. All right, there we go. Is it re-rendering? Yes. Upbeat music. Let's go. It is cold tonight. It is cold tonight, Jason. I know I do need a warmer jacket. This is all I have. This is all I have at this particular time. We're talking about 360 heel clicks. I can pull it up. Yeah, I pulled that off once. Yeah. Let's see. Okay. Shit, 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 fuck, fuck, fuck. I need a better swear word vocabulary, guys. This would be... Yep. Okay. Was it getting the rest of the fucks? No? Yep. Oh, it is, and they're disappearing. Excellent. Okay. Okay, cool. So that's looking good. Oh. So. I mean, this is working pretty well. One advantage to this approach, guys. So one thing I'm kind of like weighing up in my brain, and this is why it took so long for me to just like start coding on this, is either I can modularize this and move logic away into smaller compartments and essentially pass around a reference to this object, this swear jar service, or inject it into a bunch of different dependencies and then have them all deal with the dependencies separately. Or I can centralize it into one injection here and then write a bunch of code that deals with it and distributes the information from it to a bunch of different dependent services, dependent components. And what I'm thinking is right now it means all of my code's in one place, but very quickly this is going to get, it's going to get pretty cluttered and complicated. So I'm not sure if I should draw the line and start to segment things just yet. But like display swear word alerts, that's not related to the swear jar necessarily. It's related to to alerts. And then we've got logic like this, which is like all of this could maybe go into its own component. And I don't know if I should do so now. I think maybe I'll delay doing that and we'll add a little bit more animation to this component here. But the other thing I want to do also is ensure that this renders relative, like it renders over the top of the swear jar. Is that what we want it to do? I think we do, right, guys? We want this to like either have speech bubbles that sit to the left and right of the swear jar, or what about adding billions of blue blistering barnacles to the vocab? All right, we'll do it, Jason. Just for you. Just for you, we're going to add billions. We're going to add blue. We're going to add blistering and barnacles and see how it goes. Did anyone notice I do this? I sometimes do this, Jason, when I'm having to message you or refer to you. Instead of writing Jason, I go Jason. It's just like, it's a programmer thing. I don't know if that ever happened to you at the mill, but yeah. It's a good test. It's a good test. Take that, Captain Haddock. Damn right. Left and right bubbles. Fizz, you think it's left and right speech bubbles? Is that, yeah, that might be the vibe. Putting text over the coin could work, but I think, yeah, they're going to be too small to read. 100% too small to read. Still gets me every meeting where they mention JSON files. Yep. Yep, that's a thing. That's a thing. We should catch up, Jason. I really want to hear how everything's going in Binary Mill land. Got so much love for those guys. They probably, like, people on stream have heard me talk a lot about the Binary Mill. It's such an amazing place. All right, is it done warming up? I want to test the billions of blue blistering barnacles. Man, this is going to test my alliteration. Okay, here we go, here we go. And what the hell are bondacles? It's testing my articulation too. Billions of blue blistering barnacles. Here we go, here we go. And where's my text? There it is. Okay. And then after 3 seconds, timing them out. Yep. Yep. Okay. So now the next thing to do, let's just keep moving with it. At some point, I'm going to have to like do the boring refactoring stuff that's going to be important to maintaining this code over the long term. But we don't need to do that yet. Or maybe we do. Maybe I'm going to be responsible. What do you think, chat? One's in the chat for being responsible and refactoring. Two's for just like YOLOing it and continuing down this path and doing the animation for the swear word alert. What do you think? Yeah. Brings it up all the time. And it isn't game dev talk as well. Okay, we've got ones, we've got twos. Just create technical debt banana. Responsible programming for Orm. Orm, good to see you in the chat, man. You don't often pipe up, so it's. I think you've tipped it. I'm gonna take the Orm suggestion as a 2, and okay, we're gonna do it. We're gonna refactor. Let's refactor. So we've already got something kind of working. So what we do when it's kind of working is we stage our changes, because if we bugger it up now, at least we can roll back. So let's see, swear word speech bubble. I think we just decided it's going to be a speech bubble. That's nice. So speech bubble. It doesn't need to, we don't even know if it's a swear word actually. So we'll just call it a word. And then we can, so let's add our component and call it swear word bubble. Swear word alerts. Yeah. Yeah, because this is going to be connected to our, you know, actually I could go and like think about this whole thing and start to abstract it a little. Maybe later in refactoring, I'll move away from the idea of swear jars, because, you know, as a lot of people have said, it'd be cool to like make this work for any kind of text that you want to make it function on. So for instance, like if I want to improve my speech, like Dev was saying, she wanted to say the word like less, and she wanted to tune it to just have one word, and that was like, and that would have a like counter. And calling the whole thing a swear jar under that context doesn't really make sense. But it's also like maybe good marketing to be like making a swear jar to catch my sister Fasffy stream. You know, swearing is more catchy than making a word recognizer. So yeah, I don't know which way to go with it, but yeah. In any case, refactoring it is. So we've got speech bubble with our words. We've got swear word alerts. We could just call it word alerts. Now I'm in my own head about whether we should call it swear words or not. But for now, word alerts is fine, because swear words are words. And so word alerts make sense. And then we're going to replace all of this with word alerts. And then in word alerts, let's put in all of the words in the swear words. And the other thing we're going to do here is move that in. So now our swear words list is in here. And I think we'll just pass in our swear jar service. And then, yeah, we can, then we only inject it once at least. I don't know how much I like this. I guess we're making that a parameter. Or should we just inject it again? I think we just inject it again. Yep. Inject the swear jar service. That means we're going to have to do this type of thing again. So, yeah. Okay, what did I just do? There we go. Comment that because we'll need it later. This can also come in here. And now, annoyingly, this means we also have to go make it disposable because we need to clean up after subscribing. Because although this isn't as bad as like C and C++, where all your memory needs to be managed, we still need to do stuff with it. So we're going to make this implement idisposable, guys, like this. And then that means this dispose method will get called, and then display. Let's see, hold on. What are we doing there? Because swear jar changed. We can unsubscribe. Yep, that seems legit. This needs to be void now. Which annoyingly means that this needs to be in some kind of like invoke async again. So private task, display swear word alert async. And then that's async task, and then this can invoke async, and then that goes like this. Now we're passing an action into it, and then we can pass through our swear word. And then that becomes a parameter there, and now we're back to a very similar position to where we were before, but all of the code related to our word alerts are now nicely contained and segregated from the rest of the code. So this one we don't need anymore. That we don't need. And yes. And we didn't need this service anymore because that's nicely injected. Okay. Hey, Goldie's here. Is he? Or am I seeing Jason, different Jason? Hello, different Jason. Dropping in some Goldie things. Oh man, I've been getting left behind with the chat. Sorry, I've been in focus mode as I did that refactoring. So let's see. Free speech inhibitor. What's that mean, Jason? I don't even know what that means. That's yeah. So Banana, welcome, dude. Like I see you chimed in way before. So you're not here for the new time. You're going to be hiking for the next 4 days. Oh, Banana, I'm so jealous. I love to go hiking. Best hike I ever did was the Kalalau Trail, like on the north coast of Hawaii, and it was 4 days, and it was just the most beautiful, beautiful hike I've ever done. It was so incredible. Blue Mountains sound really, really good too, but that is going to be so cool. So freaking cold. Did you guys ever say fuck words when you were kids? It's just a regional thing. I mean, I don't even know if it's a regional thing, Jason. I didn't say that. And I grew up in your region. So it's 3 tonight. Thankfully, you're going tomorrow when it'll be a touch warmer. Negative 3 degrees even. Oh, that's freaking freezing. Man, you need like a whole other set of camping gear to go and do that. I have a really good hiking set, but yeah, not one that can do -3. Hey, Nick, how you doing, man? Thank you for the follow, man. Really appreciate that. We're here making a swear jar. If you're just new to the stream, an AI one that works in a browser source. Any streamer can use it as an overlay. But thanks for coming and checking in, and you must be liking what we're doing. You must be engaging with what I'm saying here and liking it. So I appreciate you following. You know what? I'm realizing that we've been doing this stream this whole time, and that you guys might not even be able to hear the music, which would suck, because we got some really cool recommendations to what was it? It was like a website that had like royalty-free music to go play. So that's a win. That's a win, and we're gonna go find something. Okay, hold on. What genre do we want here? Progressive house sounds good. All right, and then hopefully this music comes through because OBS has been pre-configured and everything's great. Is it? Yes? No? Maybe? And Hell yeah. Alright, how we doing? Is this too loud, too soft? Feel like that, yeah, that's a better vibe. Sorry to keep it quiet for so long, guys. Okay, where are we at? 32 degrees Celsius. That's pretty cool. This needs to go a bit softer for me. Alright, sick. Hikes done. Hikes I've done is pretty much New South Wales. You did hike Queensland last year and you've done a few in Canada. Canada is amazing. Yeah, I'd love to go to Canada for a hike. It seems amazing. Yeah, hiking gear can be expensive, but I feel like the bang for buck you get out of it, like compare it to might be a few $100s, but you'd spend that on a hotel room, right? So you're coming out ahead if you're hiking. I feel like that anyway. Gonna snow in Victoria? Yeah. I'm looking forward to going down to Melbourne, but I'm not looking forward to the cold. That's gonna be really, really cold. You know that website? It's called Pirate Bay. No, this one's called ncs.io. And honestly, I'm digging it. I think it's pretty sick. Liking having some music. And it's not bad music, man. Like, it's legit. Jason, I think you're confusing Australia with a place that has bears. No bears here, just giant kangaroos. We have those. That's legit. That exists. All right, where are we? Okay, we refactored. Is it all like actually properly refactored? Did I just do that and it worked? We haven't seen it work yet, to be fair. So let's confirm before I go bragging about getting it right the first time. But it looks pretty good to me. So let's run and have a look. Jason, you're Canadian? Yeah, nice, man. Canada does sound freaking amazing. I actually really like hiking and camping and survival stuff. And I've seen some really good content of like people that do survival challenges in Canada. If anyone's ever seen Alone, the TV show, that's got a season that's in Canada, I believe, and it's super interesting. It's really cool. All right, here we go. Fingers crossed this just works now that we refactored. Northern camping in the winter sounds fun. It also sounds freezing. As long as the gear's good. That's like the one thing that I would need. All right, hold up. What was the rhyme that you gave me, Jason, so I didn't have to swear? Billions blue blistering barnacles. Billions of blue blistering barnacles. That's what we had. There we go. Yep. Alert's working. Where's my text? I was too eager to jump the gun there. Thought it would work, but it didn't. So we've got all these speech bubbles. We've got our word alerts. Word alerts are here. Do we have any parameters that I missed? No. State has changed is getting called. These should all be rendering. I mean, I don't see why that wouldn't work. Billions of blue blistering barnacles. And I mean, why would they not be working? Does it need interactive mode? It might be that. I still really need to get wrap my head around this and why it's important. Because we're about to see if it works now. If it does, then I just need to know every time I use a service like this that it needs to be present. Okay. I'm camping in a Canadian winter with no shelter while compiling a database. Is that a new niche on YouTube for me, Jason? It's like survival stuff, survival coding. Because I've actually seen some guys that do a really cool job of this. It's like I'm gonna go game out in the middle of the wilderness, and they take a tent and everything, and it's snowing and whatever, and they make it work, and it's really funny. Um, Billions of blue blistering barnacles. You're keen to try grouse. Was it worth it? Mm, mm. I've done the grouse grind in Canada. Okay, hold on, let's pay attention quickly. Billions of blue blistering barnacles. Is this working? Snolzy, how you doing, man? Welcome. Oh, why are these not showing up? I can't think why. It was working when it was directly in the page. But is it that the content isn't changing? Is it that the list isn't? Because the list should be changing every time we're adding. Maybe this needs a call. State has changed, and then after it delays and then removes. That might be it. I'm surprised that didn't cause a problem before, if that's actually the issue though. I'm good, Snolzy, I'm good. It's not for everyone, but I can see how it can be relaxing. Just you and your doggo in nature. Man, I wish I had a doggo. I get to babysit a doggo tomorrow, though. I'm very much looking forward to that doggo hanging around. That'll be cool. Get to have a doggo in the office. Make use of the office doggo policy. Yeah. I don't think I've asked this, but for us non-coders out there, what is refactoring? Okay, Goldie, that's a really good question. Refactoring is when you change the shape of a code without changing its function. So if it doesn't behave any different, but the way that it's written changes, that's a refactor. Yeah. And so often like code can be really hard to understand or read, but it's not, it's just because it's a suboptimal way of expressing what the code does. And so you can change the way the code is written without changing what it does. And that process is refactoring. Yeah. And I should ask you, Gold, if you can, to clip that, because Fass is saying when I say educational things like this, I should clip them and put them on YouTube. So that's a good little nugget and self-contained. So really, thank you for the question, man. Yellow banana. I'd honestly do it again. So so that sounds like a cool hike, and I know, Jason, you don't mind getting out into nature. If you're at the point where like, breathing and everything is good and you wanna go stretch your lungs a little, I would absolutely freaking love to go for a hike with you, dude. That would be awesome. You have to let me know. You just hiked Siringo Alpine Crossing, dude. That's awesome. I didn't know you did that, Jason. That's awesome. Let's see. Office doggos are the best. Yes, indeed. Do we have a clip bot yet? I don't know, other Jason. I don't know, but apparently yes. I mean, you just tried it and it did a thing, so I'm guessing yes, it worked. Okay, hold on. We're testing. So, billions of blue blistering barnacles. That's our test phrase. Let's see if that gets a bunch of stuff. That was a good idea, Jason, by the way. Why is it not showing up? Is our element even there? Let's just do a big old debug to be like, hello world. Hello world, does this work? And we'll see. If that works, then yeah, we're looking good, and it's something with updating state and rendering state, but otherwise, yeah, we'll learn something from this. Either way, we'll see what happens. We will see. Okay. Testing is appearing there. Hello world is appearing here. Okay. If that works, why is it not rendering the other stuff? Billions of blue blistering barnacles. Is it because I made it read only? It wouldn't be that because the collection's still there. I mean, state has changed is definitely going to get called. Is it the invoke async? No, this didn't change at all. All right, here we go. Ready? And billions of blue blistering barnacles. That's a good one, Jason. Yeah, we'll add that too, just to keep it interesting. Where are we? Red leather, yellow leather. Oh, we're going to be practicing articulation here. Red leather, yellow. We don't need that twice. JSON words. Let's go again. Oh man, no, like I'm done with the leather. I don't need the thistles as well, Jason. That's too much. That's too much. That's a test phrase that's not easy to say. That's far more difficult to say. But I can run that one all day and we'll see what happens. But okay, I'm not really sure why this. I mean, is it speech bubble that's not doing it? No, this is so freaking simple. That should work. Red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather. Oh, it's actually hard. Actually hard. But it gets lots of hits. That's not bad, but okay. Why, if it's getting those hits, would it not be... I mean, here it is, raising the event. So weird. Let's just try, like... We'll get rid of all that. And just see what happens here, if I do that. It might be something to do with async. Let's rule that out quickly first. Hey, thank you, Goldie, for the clip. That's awesome. Okay, here we go, here we go, here we go. Ready? And what happened to the music? Do I just like need to cue a whole bunch of these things up? Maybe this thing has like long mixes instead of... The other thing that we did was... we had... There we go. This should last a little while. Let's see. There we go.
Now that I use Monday service, AI makes solving tickets my form of meditation.
Hate ads. I'm sorry,
Monday
guys.
service is a ticket.
We wound up with an ad there for a moment. Okay. So, red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather. Huh? I think this is going to work. I think it's something to do with the async stuff. Ah, oh, I'm so wrong. Why would this not work? This is the stuff I hate about Blazor, guys. It's so stupid that this shouldn't work. Like that this wouldn't work. I mean, what could be different? What could be different? We don't need the jar tester. I mean, we see it here. I don't think it's because that's async or anything. Could it be something like we didn't start this from the right? I mean, I don't imagine that's it, but maybe when we inject, okay, let's go have a look at what's happening in Yellow Banana, good night, man. Sleep well. You got to catch 6 hours of sleep before you go hiking. That's a really good idea, man. Like, get your sleep in, have a good, safe hike, pack plenty of protein, bring lots of hydration, stay warm, dude. I hope you have a great hike. That's awesome, man. It's really cool that you're doing that. Hey, Luke Weiss, welcome, dude. Good to have you in the stream. Snolzy seems to know you, and Goldie knows you, so that's cool. Sounds like you haven't been around for a while, but welcome to this stream. That's cool to have you here, dude. And you know Jason as well, so you're definitely a Fasffy person. That's cool. That's cool. Alright, so what I'm thinking is it might be something to do with this event getting raised after it starts. Though I don't... Maybe it also needs to call the base, but that's silly. I can't imagine that that's going to be blocking me here. I mean, it doesn't need to be async either. We can just do it like that, right? And then call the base.on after render and see if that helps, but I doubt it will. I really doubt it will. Why is that text showing? This is why I just felt it was like going to be easier to keep it in one place, because here I am like refactoring. It'll be the same. It'll be neat. And then you just waste time trying to make some stupid thing work because Blazor has weird behavior. Anyway, we're in it now. All right, let's go. Red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather. It's a good idea, Jason, to do the tongue twisters. Also probably amusing for me to stumble on them and fail. We gotta wait for it to warm up, so I'm gonna have to go again. Oh, so congested, my nose, guys. It's pretty bad. Okay, red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather. That's not as easy as it looks. It's not. You all can try it at home. All right? Nice that that's working, but annoying that we're not seeing it here. Why are we not seeing that? I mean, this should be adding those swear words. Why wouldn't it? All right. Debugging. Breakpoints. We're getting into it. We're going into the weeds, guys. It's happening. It's happening. We're going to find out. We're going to get to the bottom of it. Breakpoints in all the places. Yeah, definitely. We'll see. Would be a lot more difficult to debug, like to work with Blazor, if not for the breakpoint like functionality. Okay, this works. Is that not nothing? Okay. We're gonna add to that. All right. That seems like it worked. Red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather. I should be saying that only when this upbeat music is done. But we'll see if it comes through. Hopefully it will. Hopefully it sticks with us. Otherwise, I'm just going to move it back. This is why we stashed our changes, guys. Because if I decide that this wasn't worth it. Red leather, yellow leather. Red leather, yellow leather. And go. Breakpoints. Hopefully breakpoints. Look at that. No breakpoints. I don't know why there wouldn't be breakpoints. That's really strange. How weird. That's weird. Sorry guys, just needed to check a message, but... Okay, why wouldn't this be getting hit? Because I definitely subscribed here. Swear words are definitely being reported. We saw it working in the other... Is it that this start method wasn't run before, like right before this? You know what? I think this is a sunk cost fallacy. This refactoring, although it's neater, it just isn't working. So, bugger it. It can all go. It can all go, and then we'll be back to the place where it was working, even if it wasn't as neat, and then we'll make progress, and we can deal with refactoring later once the function actually works. That's where we're at, guys. That's where we're at. Okay, so swear jar. We've got our swear words. We're enumerating over them here. Swear word alert. Oh, did we delete that? Doesn't really matter. Pretty easy thing to recreate. I think it's just this. Yeah, we'll rename. Take that back here, and then we called it. We had a parameter, public string word. Get set. There we go. Run that thing. See where we're at. What if I go back to shit and fuck? Then probably we'd get the same result, honestly, Jason. I don't think it was anything to do with the actual swear words. But we could try it. We can try it. It will work just as well, I think. Though I expect this is going to bring it back now. I think we'll be back where it's working. It's something to do with like the code executing in a different context. I think it has to do with start, but I don't want to call start multiple times because it could break it. Shit, fuck, red leather, yellow leather. What was our other little limerick? It was billions of blue blistering barnacles. This should just set it off. Yep, there we go. Did they time out? I think we had it at 3 seconds. So these should start to disappear. Yep, they do. And so, all right. So now this goes to Word. And now, all right, let's do some vibe coding because you asked about it before, Jason, and it seems like we could for this. We're just going to open up our, let's see, Stream Tools. And let's see if you guys can see this pretty well. Yep. All right. So let's go to hello. Copy the full path. That's what I typed. All right. So we're going to use CSS to cause this button to fade in, that this whole element to fade in and then out. So fade in quickly, then out slowly over the space of the whole animation should take 3 seconds. Should take, do we want this as a parameter? Should 3 seconds make the 3 seconds a configurable parameter? Sorry if you guys couldn't see that. I thought you might still be able to. Maybe I need to just take this scale of the pretty picture down so that you all can still get the text in there. And we're doing this with Builder. So it'll be something that actually makes some changes for us. Okay, so 1/3 of the time it goes in, it stays for another third, and then it fades out. The timing isn't exactly right. Animation duration, yeah, we're inlining that. Yes. Accept. Let's have a run of that. And then the other thing we can do is turn this into a speech bubble. I think, yeah, making that look like a speech bubble would be pretty cool. If that's something that I reckon we could probably still nut that out in the stream. Yeah. All right, let's have a look, see how this looks. If it doesn't fail, which it did, because it doesn't know the Blazor. The AI doesn't know the Blazor. It knows it's CSS, but it doesn't know it's Blazor. I think we'll also shift the timing a little bit so that we move forward our animation in and move out our animation out so that it goes a little more slowly. A little bit like what we actually asked for it to do. But it got us most of the way there, which is pretty cool. Save this typing some stuff. Do we actually apply the word alert? Yeah, it's there. Okay. And the other thing that I think we can get a little fancy with is we could use content. There's a thing called content, and then frame the content within the other thing. But yeah, we'll see that in a moment. So, red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather. Blistering barnacles. What was it? Blue blistering barnacles? Was billions of blue blistering barnacles. Fading in and fading out. Nice. Fading in and fading out. Yep. I mean, pretty good. I think we just need to, we also need to tweak the time of this so that the timeout, we have our little like timeout code here. 10 seconds needs to be match the 3 seconds. Actually, maybe 10 seconds is better. And we actually just make the 10 seconds here. So this is going to be the animation duration 10. And I'm going to push this forward. So the fade out can be slow. So let's make that like 50. And this can go in 20 or even like that, like 40. Yeah, so that it fades in fast and then fades out slow. That will probably look cool. Let's see. Okay, hold on. My text wasn't scrolling, so you guys have said some stuff and I've missed it. I am indeed a Fasffy person. I actually have a photo of me on your fridge. We did an escape room for a few... okay. Luke, yeah, I totally remember that one. This was in Melbourne when we did the... Yeah, very cool, man. A proper cup of coffee and a proper copper coffee pot. Oh my God, Jason, I'll add it, but only because I care about you as a friend, not because I enjoy torturing myself. Let's see. Proper, let's also put in cup of coffee because I feel like we can do that in a sequence. Proper, yep. Copper coffee pot. That's a lot. That's a mouthful. But we'll give it a shot. We'll give it a shot, Jason. That's a good one. That's a good one. Yeah, I know, Fizz, it can be really weird. I don't know why. Hey, look, we've got a first-time chat here from Gilbert M. Is that Gilbert? Or is that a 6? That 6 looks like a G. I feel like Gilbert's a pretty cool name. We're going to go with that. It's awesome to have you, Gilbert. Awesome to have you along. It seems like you know Fizz, so you're, it's like you're a part of the community already, man. Good to have you along. Yeah, so let's let that rerun. Oh, guys, I'm gonna have to run for a tissue pretty quick. This nose blockage is making it hard to talk.
Creators looking for an...
Oh, go away, ads. No thanks. We can at least mute that while it goes. All right. a proper cup of coffee in a proper copper coffee cup. Oh my God, Jason, that's freaking hard. Coffee pot, not cup. I feel like cup would be harder to get right. Okay, here we go. And then they'll fade out nicely. Yeah. Seems like it hit them all at once, too. It processed them in like one big spree. Red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather. Let's see. Once you come in, you never leave. It's like Hotel California up in here. They're fading in. Oh, excuse me. All right, guys, I'm going to go quickly, really quickly. We're going to take a 1 minute break and I'm going to blow my nose and I'll be right back. Okay? So don't go anywhere. And I'm back. Okay, that fade out look, pretty good, kind of worked. Quick everyone, scram! Let's wreck the joint. Nah, look, this is a nice place. This is why we can't have nice things, Jason. If you go wrecking it. Okay, red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather. Let's see. Here we go. Maybe I said that too quick. No, it got it. It got it. Fading in and out quite nicely. Okay, so that's quite good. So let's just, we're gonna stage these changes too. Or do we, hold on. Yeah, first let's just make a commit and say, let's see, what are we even doing? Yep, we're not being really strict with our branching conventions, so we're winging it a bit. So this is the, let's say the basis of our word alerts. And then we added animation. Add animation to word alerts. Fade animation too. That's a bit more specific. Okay, so now I want to make the animation pop words in by animating their scale from nothing to, yeah, it'll understand. Animating the scale. Living dangerously and committing to master. Yeah, like, I actually really appreciate that you would say that, because let's be real, you shouldn't do that, but I'm the only one working on the project at the moment, and I'm really just like using it as quick save, quick load. You know, I'll give you an idea of like how disciplined I can sometimes be with the, actually, you know what, I'm not even going to show commit messages from other projects, but I 100% will usually use git flow with like a feature branch with a, you know, connected git issue and the ID in it and the, you know, all of that stuff. But right now we're being a bit loosey-goosey. I think we're kind of like, this is our fun project for, you know, so we don't need to be quite that strict. If I was going to bring more collaborators on, I'd probably go back and rewrite some of the history into feature branches and have like merge commits and that kind of thing. But right now, it can be a linear history on a master branch. But yeah, Git is something we really like here on this stream. If anything, just to undo our stupid mistakes when we make them. But yeah. All right. I didn't even really read the code. I was just like, yep, that's fine, except But it looks good, right? It starts from half size, it goes to 1.1, scales back down to 1, and then by the end of it goes to 90%. I don't know why you'd want to go back to 90, but this should work. This should work. Let's have a look. And it did get rid of the second at symbol, which we'll actually need for this to run properly. This is so stupid, guys. Like, at is a part of what you would usually write with your plain CSS, but you need to put the second at there because it's the escape symbol. You know, I don't know why they didn't think of a different escape symbol that wouldn't conflict with like here, that, you know, that means something in CSS, and so you have to put it twice. Yeah, it can take a little while to figure out if you're just getting into Blazor for the first time. But might be a task for later, but ideally as the top word fades out, the rest would bump up. I think right now, Jason, I'm just trying to like, I think I'm going to replace these with probably speech bubbles. But yeah, I think I see what you're saying. You're saying like, as one goes in, the next one goes on top of it instead. Yeah, absolutely. We'd be down for that. Red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather. Go. Let's see them pop. Let's see if we've juiced this. Oh. I mean, not what I expected. Where are they scaling from? That's weird. They're not scaling from the center of the text. They're scaling from the right, but like, was that a feature, not a bug? I don't know. You guys tell me. Yeah, it's scaling in from their top right. Red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather. Let's have another look-see, guys. Here they go. I don't like that they overflow, and see how they're pushing the boundaries of the page? That's a problem. We can't have that. But, I don't know, this isn't what we asked for, really. Though honestly, I kind of understand why it wrote this. I would have thought of doing something like it, but I mean, what's happening with word alert is I think it is scaling from the center of the element. I mean, hold on. Yeah, each of these gets its own. So the position of them is determined by speech bubble? No. Do we even need speech bubble presently? No, we don't. Get out of here, speech bubble. It's not getting used. That is interesting if you think about it. Okay, each of these is rendering. They're rendering. Okay, this is determining where they render. So what we actually want is, this is what I was talking about with trying to get this to render relative to that other object. Blue tree. Coding a swear jar. Next level sibling behavior. Yes. Yeah, that's it, Blue Tree. I very proud of Fass and her stream, but we need to clean that thing up. Absolutely. Blue? Since when was blue a swear word? God damn it. You gotta bounce? Jason, thank you for hanging out, man. I really appreciate you being here and sticking around for the stream. That was awesome, man. It was really good to hang out with you. We should do it in person sometime real soon. I miss seeing you, dudes, so let's do that. And I want to catch up and hear about everything that's happening in your world. Because interesting times, you know? Interesting times. Very cool name, too. Retro. I'll remember that. I'll remember that. Okay, where are we at? Alright, so here, let's see. Let's go and for this element, I want these word alerts to render over the swear jar. The scale, that way they should be centered so that when they scale, they do so from the middle of the text element. Let's give it a shot at that, see how that goes. We've just checked our code in, so we've got a basically fresh palette here to work from, so yeah. May as well use the chance to experiment a little. So Blue Tree, I don't know if I've ever seen you before in the chat. Are you one of Fasffy's fans, or you know, one of the Fasffy community, or you just checking out coding streams? What's up, man? Like, how'd you find us? I'm always curious. I'm like, we're trying to grow, so I want to understand how people are discovering what we're doing. What did I say? Blue? Did I say blue? I feel like I didn't. I have now, but I didn't initially. Anyway. First time here. Dude, welcome. Welcome. So that's some organic discovery, man. That's great. I'm really counting on that for, you know, to succeed, because you can't, you know, I'm kind of like, although I'm giving my sister crap for, you know, for swearing on her stream by making this thing, I can't rely on nepotism forever. And so much of like what's happening here is because her community is so freaking cool and supportive. Yeah, it's his first time, Goldie. How cool's that? Welcome, man. Very, very welcome. Alright, come on. Context, you can do it. It's one of the things I don't like about vibe coding. So, what background do you have, Blue Tree? Are you a software engineer? Are you into like software and game dev, or what's your background, man? What led you to this stream? I didn't. Yes, I did. Oh my god, I forgot. Every time I say Blue Tree's name, it actually triggers the blue from what Jason said. Jason wanted the billions of blue blistering barnacles. And so every time we say his name, it's triggering it legit. It's not a mistake. That wasn't an error. That's pretty funny. That's pretty funny. So convenient that you've come in here, Blue Tree. Every time I say your name, it triggers the thing again. How annoying is this when this happens? I hate this. When a project gets even like slightly big, the model struggles to deal with the scale of it. It is working. That's right. It's working. I was like, it keeps like triggering false positives. I'm not saying that, but turns out I totally am, which is stupid. That's stupid of me not to have realized. Okay, style. Word alert container. Where is it used it? Is this in use? Because that's kind of useless if you're not putting that on something. Oh, thank you, AI. Great job. Should I accept it? I feel like I should reject it because it's not doing anything. It's not doing anything at all. Or is it going to continue and do something useful? Because right now, this is not in use anywhere, so it's not helping us much. Still a student, no coding background. You're into economics. You recognized that I saw you before, and that was Fasffy stream. Yeah, okay, yes, yeah. It's pretty handy. It's pretty handy to like you jump on that stream a few times, and I get to know you guys, and then when I come in and do this, it's really cool because people actually care that like the person they met and they make the connection with Fasffy's brother, and then me like doing this coding stuff to enhance her stream. Yeah, I think it's a cool bit of synergy. So that's yeah, it's awesome that you recognized it. I'm so glad that like you thought I was cool enough on that first time to want to jump in and see what we're doing here. I think, you know, she talks a lot about how I do game dev and coding stuff, so I figured, you know what, I'll just do some of that on the stream. May as well. And it's working out really well. I'm absolutely loving it. I'm really loving doing this. It's been so much fun. Okay. Are you gonna add this? I can think faster than this AI, and that's a problem. That's a legit problem. I just want to type it. But I know it's in the middle of writing it. We're just gonna write it. I mean, is this even gonna work? I don't think it is. I'm getting frustrated by this thing. Let's go back here. See if we have any other models that we can use that aren't stuck behind a big queue of people trying to also use it. 126, nope. What about that one? 81, nope. Scraping the bottom of the barrel now. I mean, not really. It is pretty cool. I've been experimenting with, what's it called? There's this new tool in GPT that allows you to like integrate directly with GitHub, and I really want to try it out. I haven't had a chance yet. I don't think I can even wait 20 people. I'm so impatient, guys. I don't have the patience to wait for the 20. It's going a little bit. Hey, Res Coder! Cool to have a coder, dude. Like, you're in the right place. You're here to learn software engineering. With a name like that, you're legit. Welcome, dude. What we're doing is making an AI swear jar. I've said that a few times now, but it seems like you're jumping in just like really recently. So welcome, welcome. Fizz, you're swapping to your laptop? No worries, man. Blue Tree, you got into coding for a while, and I did a month. It's just not for you. Maybe you just haven't found the right style of coding for you yet. I think like if you, how to explain it? If you like, it's not about the coding itself, it's about the project. That's what really gets me passionate, man. It's like, it is a bit about the code. It's about the artistry, but more than anything, it's about making cool things with it. And so you just have to like push through the, you know, the learning curve to the point where, okay, hold on. This is looking a bit better. Position relative. Yeah, okay. That's looking a bit better. Let's have a shot of that. Yeah, it's about like finding a cool project and then applying your skills to that. Res Coder, this is a language called, well, it's C# in the web. How cool is that? So if you've ever used React, I'm a game dev, so I really like game development, and for that reason, I'm, you know, usually using a lot of C#. And so this is Blazor, which combines kind of like the React style development that you'd be, you know, where you can make your own components, like, you know, for instance, this links to a new component. And so we're using Blazor. And so it's just like using C# to write web front ends. And it does some really cool things. Like this is server-side rendered with, it uses SignalR to kind of like check when the DOM changes, if your code changes, and then it sends like diffs to the browser to handle state, which I think it does some really cool things, but it also has some really annoying quirks that we're running into as we go. So yeah, it's good, but it's also not good at the same time. But it does let us do some complicated things in our app, like you know, the voice to text, so that if I say billions of blue blistering barnacles, it catches the words and it converts them into like detections of words and then fills this swear jar up. There we go. Oh, we had an error though. But we also just now had a follow, and thank you very much for Jirka, Jirrkik, Jirik, dude, thank you for the follow. It's great to have you along, man. Yeah, much appreciated. We're pretty new here at this channel. It's like only just getting started, so every follow means a lot to me. You know, as you know, nearly as much as a sub or something like that, because as we grow, like traction is so much more important than like I'm not really interested in dollars. I'm really interested in like building a community and doing cool things that people are into. So thank you so much for the follow and for watching along. I really appreciate it, man. Speaking of which, Blue Tree following as well. Awesome, dude. I'm so glad that I'm so glad that you're liking what we're doing enough to stick around and to drop a follow, man. That's awesome. So Jerka, am I getting your name wrong? I feel like I'm butchering it. I'm so sorry. Jirik. We are using the this is the Blazor web server stack is what this is. So we're coding with our IDE is Rider. We're currently using Trade for our for a little bit of vibe code action, and we're using like Git in order to source control with fork. So that's like that's the environment, but the code we're mostly working in is Razor and Blazor. So it's just going to be like CSS. And it's going to be WebAssembly. So we're writing C# and it gets compiled down to WebAssembly, but it's actually sent to the server, and then we're using Blazor server. So yeah, it's using like sockets to send changes to the DOM back and forth between the browser and the server. So that's the tech stack that we're on here. So it's pretty different. I think a lot of web devs would have even seen this. Hey, Voodoo, hanging out in the chat there. Nice. Luke, of course Luke knows Voodoo. That's no surprise there, no surprise. So yeah, Rez, you've never seen this one before? It's pretty different, but you can do some cool things with it. I hope I'm like showing off some of the cool things you can do. You might notice it's like quite a unified environment, like all my stuff lives in one place. I don't have to like run multiple console applications, it's all just running in one spot. Blue Tree, I used to make that joke with the like hoodoo voodoo like you don't dare to people all the time, because for some reason like the prodigy is just embedded into my brain. Okay, hold on. Blue blistering, billions of blue blistering barnacles. We also need like seashells or something, that one. Red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather. This is probably going to throw an error. Yeah, there we go. Now we've got the error. So what's it saying? Cannot access a disposed object? Word utils does not have a matching name style. Okay. Word alerts. In here. Does not have a matching name style. What is it on about? Does not have a property matching style. Okay, whatever's using this. Word alerts, there it is. That's annoying. The AI didn't understand the context of... I mean, it's trying to center... This is not a good solution. You could do this in a div, but it's not a good solution. I mean, is it even useful? It should probably be the parent container that's... Text-aligns... I mean, text-align isn't even right. Man, vibe coding, sometimes it really sucks. So let's do it ourselves. Display, flex, justify content center. That's probably going to do what we want here. How's the animation done? Rez, the animation's currently just done in CSS. You wouldn't think it to look at it, but it's just a little bit like slightly sophisticated CSS animation. Not that much to it. How do I intend to set this up on my sister's device? When it's done running up here, so I actually live we're roommates, me and my sister, and so I'll put it on a website so that any streamer can use it, and then all I'll have to do is like, this will be like, you know, something like twitchy, you know, swear jar thing.io, and then you put the URL of the streamer, and then this whole thing will just work. That's the plan. That's how it's currently configured. So when I put base code in here, it's actually communicating with the Twitch server, and the messages are coming back. And then when I say, you know, red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather, it's interpreting the information from Twitch. So it's actually super easy to set up. So I'll just like sneak onto a computer and add a browser overlay. There we go. That's not too bad. That's pretty good. I think that could work. Red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather. Billions of blue blistering barnacles. Billions of blue blistering barnacles. Yeah, I mean, kind of good. Imagine if these were all swear words. That would be kind of hilarious, right? I think we're on the right track. Should we make this go like top down instead of left to right? I mean, what's the default? I think it's column, or is it row? I think if we go column, it'll go from top down, and then we can just adjust its position to be like a little bit above the, so like position relative, and then we can up its position so that it sits like over the other thing, and then we'll be in business. AI is getting scary as fuck. I recently saw videos that were totally AI, and it was very hard to tell if it was real or fake. Yeah, this, what's it? View, whatever it is, the Google's new image generator is really good. I'm really impressed by it. Res Cody, you're bad at CSS. CSS is horrible as a language. I can't believe so much of the web is built on it, but once you understand it, you can do some cool things with it. Yeah, it's not easy to learn. Hey, Rescoder, thank you for the follow. Dude, thanks, man. I really appreciate it. We're going to be doing more of this stuff. This is just the tip of the iceberg, man. I've been doing this for like a month, maybe. A little bit more than that now. But yeah, the follow means a lot. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thanks for hanging out, and like, ask more questions, man. If you're curious about anything, ask questions. We're here to learn as much as to make things. So yeah, very welcome, man. Appreciate it. So let's see. We've got. I just wrote that instead of luck, lol. I thought, what did I write wrong? Right. Pretty standard for a fast stream. Yep. Not wrong. Okay. Red leather, yellow leather. Red leather, yellow leather. Here we go. Let's see. This should go up to down now, or down to up, or... Oh, hell no. That did absolutely not work. What did I do? Flex... How did I get so much regression with one little change? Flex direction, justify content center. That was not centered at all. Weird. Very weird. I should actually be able to. It's going to be somewhere in here, isn't it? Surely. When it re-renders. Oh, guys, I can feel this this cold getting worse. I'm gonna have to really rest up, hey. In fact, I think I might even just like undo this regression, get it back to the point where we were, where it was coming up across the bottom of the screen, and then call that a night and move on to this again tomorrow. I think I'll be streaming again tomorrow anyway, so it won't be long before I'm back up and doing this again. But we did make some decent progress. there's still some things that I don't like about Blazor that are very confusing. Like, why didn't this work when it was in its own component? That's a really like important question. I don't understand it. I've moved it out into a much neater structure. I didn't change what it did. I just changed where it was and it failed to work. And that's like why? So weird. But okay, here we go. Red leather, yellow leather. Let's see. And then I'm just gonna have to keep like generating while I play with the CSS. I might keep generating some like, yep. Red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather. Okay. Red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather. I mean, they should probably, I mean, one thing I know for a fact is this shouldn't exceed 1. Probably they should go to 0.9. And then this can go to like 0.7. So that they don't like nudge one another. You know what I mean? Like they're kind of bumping up against one another as it is. I have a project for my bachelor's thesis about adaptive AI chat moderation. As of now, it compares which model better analyzes chat with stream context. I could drop a link in chat and ask anyone who has time for their evaluations. Hell yeah. Peepo is just, I'm sorry, I don't have that plugin, so it works like LLM Arena. Otherwise, since it's pretty complex and I feel bad not giving anything back, there's a chance you could win a sub for whoever you want. It might look sus, but I swear it's my... And there's no sus intent behind it. I would be very grateful. I mean, that really sounds like a cool project. I don't know how we do that about like checking it for... I mean, like, go ahead, man. Drop a link. I'd be keen to check it out. I don't know if I have time to do anything with it, but yeah, AI chat moderation will absolutely take over at some point. So let's see. Oh, cool. Ultimate AI model evaluating platform through Twitch chat interactions. Help us improve AMLs by evaluating their responses for real-time chat messages. Dude, this is really cool. How freaking cool is that? Oh, dude, I like the idea. Oh man, what a cool thing. And I love the look and feel of your brand for this. This is sick, dude. Really cool. Man, I like it. I like it. Honestly, I'm probably not going to get the time to do any of these evaluations, but dude, I wouldn't... This looks like a really cool idea. Dude, sick. How cool. Are you streaming making this? You should. You should if you're not. That's really, really neat. I like that a lot. All right, excuse me while I just recite some tongue twisters. Red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather. Okay, here we go. Hopefully they don't bump up against one another. I really should be putting this in the... Yes. Yep. I reckon we could probably even... I mean, this won't be hard if I just move this up a little. Then it might appear above the swear jar. And then if I turn them into speech bubbles, that could just be like close to calling it for the night. Yeah, I mean, it adds a lot. Honestly, Kirik, it's slower coding when you're also streaming. But when you're making something related to Twitch, yeah, why not? Why not? I feel like everybody's kind of into it. They understand what's going on a little bit better. It's you may as well, right? as far as I'm concerned, like if I'm making new things, even if I'm like, I want to make heaps of video games. Yeah, that's what I want to do eventually on my streams. Is not just make this, you know, not just make stream, you know, what are they called? You know, elements for your stream, like browser source stuff. I'd really like to just make computer games at some point and enhance my own stream with this type of thing. This one's a little bit more sophisticated than your average one. And I'm also, this is the first time I'm streaming and coding, and I find it's way harder than just coding. You can be super productive when you're on your own, just like locked in and not having to think about like talking to people, reading chat. Red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather. You'd be like, I'd be doing this entirely differently. I'd be going and writing like unit tests and structuring my project properly, and it's just so much harder to do all of that and do the other stuff. Okay, but that's looking better, don't you think? When it comes up the top there. I can probably just like transform exit down a little bit, and then might be looking good. I think then tomorrow I can like dress them up as speech bubbles. That's probably more tweaking, but I'll think about it between now and then. But guys, I need to go get some rest. I really need to go get some rest and sleep. I have, oh my God, I've got a meeting up in Brisbane, which is an hour's drive away from the Gold Coast. And I have it at 6 a.m. It's currently 1:30, so I need to get some sleep. I'll need to be waking up at probably 4 a.m., 4:30 to get there on time. So I have to call it, I think. As much fun as I'm having. And we're still getting subs. Yeah, of course I want to keep going when people are, sorry, not subs, but following. But Coding Chemist, thank you so much for the follow, dude. That's awesome. I know, Sergius, you're right. It's bedtime. I have to go. I'm having fun, but I have to go. But we did get our feature done. Look at this. We've got a little bit of animation going with it. Red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather. Here we go, guys. Let's have a look, because we can see it up the top. We'll see them all pop up here as it gets the processing, and then ready, set, go. I'm gonna have to make their position relative so that it doesn't bump the thing down. Look, let's do it. Position relative. One more quick one. And probably I need to translate this position. Translate X 50 pixels down. Am I getting that right? No, transform. No, what am I thinking? Okay. May as well just quickly do this so that we can feel like we got really close and then pick it up tomorrow from here. All right, let's rerun that because I know the .NET run is Stray. I know I keep saying this. I'll be like, I gotta go, but then I don't go because I have some ideas because I can never leave a thing undone. I always want to finish off something before I disconnect. I just like it takes so much longer to get your like mind back in the problem space. Okay, here we go. Red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather. Hello? Connect? Page? Why did it stop? Oh, it's rerunning still. Okay. Which means we're gonna have to wait for it to warm up again. Sorry. This has been a huge stream, guys. Like, the numbers have been really good. You know how many follows we got? We got a sub from Saberman. A 1 month tier 1 sub. Like, straight at the start of the stream. That was freaking awesome. And then we've had Sodium Overdose. We've had Nick Loser. We've had Kirik. We've had Blue Tree. We've had Rescoder. We've had Coding Chemist. And some coding people who are like... These people are like into coding stuff for sure. All right, hold on. I did a typo up there, but... oh, what did I say? I should see that, actually. What's this? Weird. Where's that angle coming? The angle bracket. Interesting. What the heck? Okay, hold on. Let me just think about what I'm seeing there, because this is weird. Shouldn't be related to that. Oh, here it is. That got broken out onto a new line. Alright, rerun. We need a red leather, yellow leather emote soon. Yeah, that's actually a really funny one. That's pretty funny, Luke. Webcam of you yapping. Yep. I mean, it's better than me swearing. I felt so bad swearing. Red leather, yellow leather. Red leather, yellow leather. Red leather, yellow leather. Though I'm noticing this angle bracket's still hanging out there. I don't understand where it's coming from. Oh, it hasn't re-rendered yet. God damn it. This is another thing that I hate about Blazor, guys, is how long the loop of change to like running code is. When you're on React, it's like instant. That the hot reload is so much better there, and I really miss it. But here we are. May as well just persevere. Okay, let's just check. All right, we've got music. Red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather. This should now be like a little bit further down if I've done my job right. It is a little bit further down. Did it push the jar down? We'll see when these disappear. If they disappear and it bumps. No, so it didn't. Wait, yes it did. Position relative should be positioning relative to this, which means this should not, like, it shouldn't be interfering with that, but that's a problem for another day. I think that's it, guys. We're gonna find somebody to raid. Who should we raid? Let's see. I have a friend who's gonna start coding soon. Chris, by the way. I really want to have him on just to do an interview, because the guy makes an amazing series of YouTube instructional videos, and I would love to like start teaching more people about how to code. And I feel like learning how he does his YouTube content and just like interviewing him about that would be really, really interesting. But then also, just like, the guy's a legit, really, really good Unreal dev. And I don't do as much Unreal dev as I do Unity dev, so I want to totally speak to the guy about what he's doing there. But holy crap, so many people went offline. All of the friends that I would usually raid aren't around. But okay, what we do have is Hillfort Games. Dude, that guy, I'm really liking the game that he's making. He's always online. And then there's Lana Lux. That lady she's legit. She works so freaking hard. She's always coding. But I think Hillfort. I think Hillfort's who I want to raid. What do you guys think? I mean, he's only got 34, so we're gonna surprise him with a big raid. Hey, Coding Chemist, dude, you're showing up in the chat too. That's awesome, especially after, you know, like dropping a follow. That's really appropriate. It's great for you to say hi like that. Thanks so much, man. You needed fixed or absolute position. Yeah, maybe even, good point. I'm reading that message. Relative, absolute, fixed. Well, hold on. Problem for another day. But it's really cool to see somebody else knows some CSS, so that's awesome. And alright. So, alright, good night, guys. Good night, Blue Tree. Good night, Goldie. Good night, all the new people who followed. That's freaking awesome. Goldie's comment first. Can you? Yes, yeah, absolutely. Can I do a quick favor? In Stream Elements, let's do it. So, Stream Elements. Where do I go from here? So hold on, we're just gonna. Okay. Yeah, Coding Chemist, it was awesome having you along, man. Thank you for finding my stream. I really appreciate it. And thank you for sticking in there and for also just engaging with the chat. That's amazing. Not everybody does, man. Sometimes people lurk, and that's great too. But I like it when somebody like engages like you did. So thanks, man. Okay, let me just have a quick read of this message. And then we're going to go raid Hillfort. I think he's the man to raid. I like what he's doing. So, okay, hold on. So I'm going to go to my dashboard in Stream Elements. And Sly! Dude, thank you. You resubbed for 6 months at tier 1. Dude, and you've been subscribed for 2 months now. Like, you are going to be one of the OGs, 100%. I'm going to be here 6 months from now streaming, and you are going to be, like, that number cannot get any higher than it is right now. You were there from the very, very start, just like Goldie, just like a whole bunch of other people. Thank you so much, man. Thank you for the subs. The subs, you know, as much as the follows are useful, the subs actually make this a financially viable thing, which makes it a lot easier for me to be like, okay, I should dedicate more time to making games on stream instead of, like, doing other things. So thanks. I really, really appreciate it. Okay, let's see. So if I take chat, the instructions are go into the stream elements and change set title from supermod to just mod. How do I do that? Stream tools, elements, it's going to be like, Is it somewhere in settings? Do you know, Goldie? Let's see. See ya, Snolzy. Have a great night. If Fass says you're okay, I trust it. We all maybe trust too much that Fass. No, not really. I trust her with my life. Honestly, I would. Could be, yeah, user management. I think I've just found it. No. Not that. Select chat commands. So what are we actually looking for? Set title. Is it the set title command that we need? Set title. Yeah, I think I got it. And I'm going to put that to moderator. Yeah, I think I've done it. Goldie, do you want to give it a test? Under chatbot, chat commands, set title. Yes, yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Luke. I've just found it. Raid, and let me queue it up. Hillfort Games. Guys, he's making a really cool game with a really cool pixel art style. I quite like this guy, so I think he's who we're going to raid today. Yes, and it worked. It worked. Excellent. Thank you for reminding me too, Goldie, and thank you for all the things you do for the stream. It's really, really great to have you along to help, man. I couldn't be doing what I'm doing without you. I super appreciate it. Okay, here we go, guys. Engage the raid. What's the little raid? Get your raid emotes ready. We're about to go hit up Hillfort Games. Hopefully he remembers this from last time. I really like this guy's work. Working in Unity. I love the way he's doing his art as well. The guy just like makes sick art. Big fan of it. Thank you for following along as we kept going. We held. We're still at 70 viewers after like 3 hours of doing this, guys. And I'm just making a crappy web app, not anything like super interesting. It's just a silly swear jar. So I really appreciate you guys sticking along and hearing me rant and rave about stuff and tolerating me not having the music on and all that other things. And to be dropping all these follows and these subs means the world. It really means the world to me, guys. So thank you so much. I love that I can do this. I'll be on. I'm going to be really trying hard to stream a lot of times now. So the next few days, I think I'll be on after Fass or around when Fass is streaming. And just like, you know, even if she doesn't stream, I'll be on. So I look forward to seeing you all. Have a great night. Enjoy checking out what Hillfort's doing. And I'll see you guys all soon. All right, good night.